The Supreme Court has just weighed in on postponing President Hugo Chavez's inauguration. Now, it was supposed to take place tomorrow on Thursday, but the government says he's still too sick to return home from Cuba. About an hour ago, the head of the Supreme Court said his inauguration can legally be delayed. She said his absence is considered temporary, not permanent, which would trigger new elections. But Venezuelans haven't seen their leader in a month. And as Paula Newton reports from Caracas, many are hoping and praying for his recovery.
For almost a month now, every day has passed, every night has fallen in Venezuela with the same question uttered by even the most devout Hugo Chavez supporters. Is the president about to die? Here, they believe only God can answer that question, and so every day they have prayed, offered their intentions for the life and soul of President Chavez, a man who for some here is like a savior. At the Church of Perpetual Mercy, just steps from Chavez's presidential palace, the padre and a church volunteer tell me how the president funded some restorations and what a good Catholic he is. And I have a lot of faith, she tells us, and every day I come to the church, I offer an intention for him, and I pray to Jesus Christ on the altar for him. I have a son with special needs, and Chavez's government has helped special kids like never before. Do people here pray for Chavez in this church?
People come to the church, and not just in churches, but in public places. People pray for his health.
Chavez has traveled to Cuba many times over the past 2 years to have surgery and treatment for cancer. He has not been seen in public since December 10th, when he left for another treatment. Government statements have been few, and they've been vague and somber. The president is coming back, yells William Enriquez. That's your answer. Even though it is now confirmed, the president will not make it back for his own swearing in on January 10th. Chavez allies say everything will be calm. On January 11th, this country will remain stable, and they will await their president to return to this country healthy. In fact, people like Enriquez back up a steady stream of government-sponsored worship for Chavez. But even where it is not from the government, the concern, the outpouring of affection, seems genuine.
He's lying there waiting for the will of God, because in that moment, God will have the last word.
There is a certain divinity now about the way some are praying for Chavez, a belief that even the president is now asking for mercy, waiting to see what God's will has in store for him.
Well, Paula Newton joins me now live from Caracas. And Paula, what if this absence is, and things go badly medically for President Chavez? What if it becomes a permanent absence? What happens in Venezuelan politics? What happens in terms of who serves as president of this country?
The problem is, however, there is no direct answer to that very important question. What we just heard from the Supreme Court and what you reported on is that this can go on basically in perpetuity. You could have a president lying, convalescent, trying to recover from cancer in Cuba for quite a long time, and they're not giving it any deadline. The vice president remains in charge along with Hugo Chavez's cabinet, but Hala, this is adding a lot of a nervous energy to what already is a very tense situation on the ground here, not the least of which are the economic problems in this country, people dealing with rampant inflation. And people are wondering, at the end of the day, how is he really? Can he speak? Is he conscious? Is he on life support? There has been absolutely no clarity to any of those questions.